up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports and the podcast for the fans, by the fans. Today, we talking who's going to be the MVP of the NFL this year, who we got as our defensive player of the year in the NFL this year, and is Serena Williams the greatest woman athlete of all time? Next on I Said It Sports. Subscribe, like, comment. Please subscribe. What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I am your host, Chris, and today I got the crew with me. What up, y'all?
What up?
Yo.
What up?
We are doing a lot of things. My man Darius is driving home, so that's why he is not on screen, but that's all good. We got to start with who you got as your NFL MVP this year, this coming season, right here. Who you got? Okay, it's a lot of people you can go with, but I'm gonna start with Blair. Blair, who you got as your MVP for the 2022-2023 season?
I have no idea.
Really?
All right, so no, because I would just default to Tom Brady, bro. Like
that's what I thought you was gonna do anyway. That's why I went with you, because I knew you was gonna have the easiest pick.
I was trying not to do it like that, but since that's how it's set up, I would go with Tom Brady. Sure.
You really think Tom Brady gonna win the MVP again this year?
I don't think they want to give it to him, no. But is it possible that he could? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's possible for anybody.
No. I mean more than just like a joke possibility, bro.
Oh, yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers didn't have the season he had last year, he would have won last year.
That's probably true. Who I think is going to win an MVP this year? I think I'm gonna shock some people. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
The shocking revelation. Yes.
I think Matthew Stafford is going to win the MVP this year.
Oh, that's what's up. Oh, so you finally believe in Matty, bro? Did you finally turn the corner?
I just think that the way that it's set up over in the NFC, he ain't got to go through a gauntlet. I think they're clearly the best team right now in the NFC still. I think they're going to have a good year. I think he had for a stretch there, they had him like, hey, he was getting some MVP buzz last year. This is his second year in the system. He's familiar with everybody out there. He still got Cooper Kupp. Some of the additions that they've made on their team. So I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford for this year, just because he got Cooper Kupp. He got a run game. We all know he got a defense with Aaron Donald over there. So I'm gonna go Matthew Stafford, man. It's just I feel like he has an easier road to prosperity than everybody else over in the AFC. And then the NFC, the only guy that I really see him having to compete with as far as a quarterback is concerned on the MVP level is Aaron Rodgers, and he just lost his best receiver. So I don't really see anybody else that is out there on the NFC side, unless you want to say like Dak Prescott or somebody. I don't really see anybody else out there. So I really believe that he has an easier road, and he's going to have a very good year. Why are you looking at me like that, nigga? I gave you my reason.
Your mouth said, I don't see anybody other than Aaron Rodgers on the NFC side that could be the MVP. So why do you think Tom Brady's going to suck this year, Chris?
Well, I mean, besides
Habla, blah,
Tom,
blah,
that
habla,
was an
blah, blah.
omission. That was an omission. My bad. My bad. But I just don't
You
see
sure it was an
anybody else.
omission? I
It was
sure
an
don't
omission.
know
You
how
That's
you.
ain't gotta
We
change
a
talking
your
about
big
answer,
gap
time.
on my
Chris.
part. That's a
2
big
seconds
gap.
before you went
That's
to
a
that
big gap
spiel.
on my part. My
Before you went
bad.
to that. Okay.
My
All
Man,
bad.
right, bro. All
It's
right.
a
All
big
right.
gap.
you ain't
My
gotta
bad. My
change your
bad.
answer.
But
If you
I
feel
still
like
said what I
Tom Brady
said.
don't stink, he might stink.
I don't think he's gonna stink. I just don't think he's gonna be at an MVP playing at an MVP level this year. That's all. Who you got,
What
Sean?
level do you think Tom Brady's going to play at this year, Chris?
I feel
I'm
like
just curious. I'm just curious.
I just don't think they're gonna be that good, man.
You think the team's going to be bad?
Yeah, and that's what I think. I think they're not going to be that good. And I don't think his heart is in it. I think his heart is in Miami. Can I be real? Can I be real with you? I think his heart is in Miami. He already in Miami. He on the beaches of Miami, Florida right now. He ain't in Tampa right now. He's checked out, I feel like. I
Okay.
think he only came back for a little while. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been the same Tom Brady. It's gonna be interesting to see. I think he's gonna have a good year, but is he gonna have like a Tom Brady-esque balling out year? I don't see that happening this year. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but hey, it is what it is, in my opinion. Sean, who you got?
I got Josh Allen.
Ooh, I
I
like.
like Josh Allen's not just to say his weapons, but the defense always make a quarterback look good because of what they do, And Josh Allen does have a cannon. He knows when to scramble. He knows how to get down. He's a big body, so he don't take a lot of injuries. Knock on wood. Um, and they're very well coached. So I think they could possibly make it to the Super Bowl. That's my vote, Josh Allen.
All right. Darius, who you got, man?
Y'all can hear me good?
We can
Yes.
hear you, my boy.
Word. I do want to say in second place, I did have Josh Allen tied with Kyler Murray. But,
Really?
yes.
Okay.
But the MVP of the NFL this year, and it's crazy because we all picking quarterbacks, is going to be Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, eh?
It's going to be Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Aside from Josh Allen, I got the biggest faith in him out of all the quarterbacks that y'all pick because now he's gonna truly quarterback. And whenever he didn't have Tyreek was when he used to have to do this, and he plays it beautifully every time. I'm not saying that these boys is gonna win it all. I think they got a good chance for sure, but they are going to be good because their quarterback is going to be amazing. So I got Patrick Mahomes spreading the ball out, throwing for a lot of touchdowns, very few interceptions, and they'll probably be a top 2 seed along with the Bills.
Okay.
Hey, I have no reply for that. I have no argument for that.
Yeah, either.
I'm not mad at your answer there. But moving on, since we're talking about MVPs, who y'all got as your defensive player of the year for this coming season? Come on now. Hey, with a caveat, it cannot be Aaron Donald. Somebody else besides Aaron Donald.
What you mean it wasn't Aaron Donald last year?
So it can't be TJ Watt.
I'm just
No,
saying.
It can't be TJ Watt, right? TJ
No,
Watt.
no. I'm just saying because a lot of people that could be a default answer.
They gonna pick TJ Watt, man. Didn't he win it last year?
Yes, he won it last year.
Like Aaron Donald didn't win last year.
That's true. That's true. Sean, who you got as your
Uh,
defensive MVP this year?
if I ain't picking Aaron Donald, I'm gonna go with. Um, damn, that's a good one. But I'm not gonna go with Watt.
What?
I'm not. Only reason because he played in my conference, in my division. Um,
Dang, that's some crazy ass shit.
yeah, I'll go
Openly admits it. He cool with it,
I
bro.
That's
will.
cold
And
blooded.
he mad at a man
Uh,
that's okay with it.
I want to see. Now I gotta like juggle some names out there, but I'm gonna just throw one out there because I like this guy, DeForest Buckner, man. Let's just do that. How about that?
Okay.
mm, I like it. I like it. I like it. DeForest Buckner. That's a good pick. I ain't gonna argue with you. Blair, who you got?
It's a good question, man. Uh, Offensive.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with what's his name, buddy from Dallas, Micah
Micah Parsons.
Micah
Micah
Parsons.
Parsons?
Ooh.
You feel like the versatility in him being able to
I
run
feel like
around and
so like if the momentum keeps going, because it's not like he had bad numbers and only had good numbers for a rookie. Like he had good numbers for a player.
Oh yeah.
So I
Hollywood.
feel like if his numbers elevate just a little bit, they're gonna want to give Dallas something because it won't be a Super Bowl. So it might be Mike Parsons.
all right. All right. There's who you got, bruh.
It's a good story going from Rookie of the Year to Defensive Player of the Year in the next year.
Or
It
Yeah.
is.
Man, as bad as I want TJ Watt to repeat, I think he's gonna come up slightly short. Because the
Okay.
defensive player of the year will be Miles Garrett
Ooh. That's a damn good pick.
of the Cleveland Browns. This dude is a pain in the behind for teams. You hear me?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like, I ain't saying he Aaron Donald, but he's a big, strong dude. He longer than Aaron Donald, I think. So it just make it. I can see why he be wrecking shit. Like seriously, he was up there last year. So I think this
How long TJ Watt been in the league?
5 years. I want to say.
Uh, yeah, it's about 5 years now, 5, 6 years. Because he's on the second contract, so he has to be about like
So how often do like second year rookies win? I mean, I'm not picking Buddy. I was just curious if anybody knew.
I don't think that's happened.
I don't
Because
think
I
it's happened a
feel
lot.
like it's
I
like there
know. I
might be
mean,
a
probably Lawrence
period,
Taylor.
because of like how people are when they think like you need to pay your dues and you
Yeah,
need to put the time in. So they just might not pick them based on the idea that they felt like you haven't been in the league long enough. Other people deserve it ahead of you. Like even if you're statistically one of the better players in the league. I know they mix it up depending some years. It's not really based on it's the best player, but it's like part of a narrative sometimes. I was just curious if y'all thought what that time frame was. Like that's why I asked about TJ Watt. He still seems like a relatively young player to me.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
he is a relatively young player. Um,
And Aaron Donald won 3, but he didn't start winning until like 27 or something like that, maybe 26.
mm, let me see. Give me 1 second here. TJ Watt is 27 years old. I think this is his
5th or 6th year.
I believe so. Well,
Yeah, Aaron Donald been top tier since he been in the league though.
Yeah, but he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. They considered him one of the better players, yes.
yeah, I don't think they will hold that against somebody as far as, how many years they've been in the league.
You don't think so? When it
This would be
comes to
year
something
6.
like
This would be
defensive awards,
this is
because
going to be year
defensive
6 for.
awards are like numbers can be very similar. Like sometimes some dude is just clear cut better than everybody else, and then some years they base it on how many sacks you got. If you got more sacks than an average sack season or something, you know what I mean? Like it just depends. Because some dude could have the most sacks, which I'm assuming is what TJ Watt had. And some dude can have the most tackles. And it's like, what do you weigh the sacks versus the tackles as the season goes on type of deal?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. I don't think that they'll hold that against Micah though. Who
That's
I
what
picked
I'm
for
saying.
my
Is it because he
If you
won
good,
Player
you
of the
good.
Year? So they think like there's already a perception that dude is really good. So the leap might not need to be taken that's super crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you the man, you the man. Like TJ Watt had 22 sacks last year, 5 forced fumbles, 48 solo tackles. I mean, he was balling. He was balling. So now I almost went with TJ Watt for my defensive player of the year for this coming season, but I wanted to go with somebody who I felt like was going to be on a better team. And I was looking,
Fusion.
and I didn't want to go in my division, so I'm just keeping it at 1,000. I chose Nick Bosa. I feel like the 49ers are going to be damn good. He be balling out. Because last year he had 15 and a half sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 40 solo tackles. Very similar to TJ, but TJ just had more sacks. So I went with my man Nick. That, and when I feel like there's only certain players in the league. It's like a handful of defensive ends that can take over a game. I feel like Nick is one of them. TJ's one of them. Joey's one of them. Myles Garrett's one of them. If you want to put Michael Parsons at end, Michael Parsons could be one of them. Like, it's only a handful of those dudes that could really like take over the game. And I feel like Nick is one of those dudes, and I feel like he got an opportunity to win the defensive player of the year this year, man. That's what I got, man. That's what I got. I'm trying not to, if y'all wondering out there, well, why ain't they picking their Super Bowl picks yet? Because I wanted to wait, damn it. We want to wait until preseason is all over, all the injuries is out of the way, and we gonna get to that later on. All right. So we still going through what we want to go through, but we gonna wait on that until everything is done, and we gonna do that. So, in case y'all haven't heard or you've been under a rock, Serena Williams has decided that she is done with tennis. This is going to be her last tennis major that she is going to play. And got me to thinking, got me to wonder. And I forgot to address it last week because we had such a long show and such a great conversation. Got me to thinking, is Serena Williams the greatest woman athlete of all time? And I just wanted to pose that question to the panel. You know, is Serena Williams the greatest woman athlete of all time? Anyone can jump in here. I mean, I'm just trying to see what y'all thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Name a few that you could say is on her level, or she's on their level, like Flojo.
Mm-hmm.
Layla Ali. I mean, it's a. I would say in the tennis world though, hands down, she the queen. In the tennis world,
Let's think about who she competing with. Like you said, you got Flojo.
You got Flojo.
Uh,
Layla
Jackie.
Ali, Jackie Joyner Kersey.
you got Layla. You got Layla Ali. Shoot, you got Lindsey Vaughn because she super dominated her sport in
What's
every
Mm-hmm.
aspect.
the flips? The gymnastic chick.
Simone Biles.
Oh, Simone
Simone Biles.
Biles. Yeah, man.
Um, shit. I throw Mia Hamm in there because she dominated soccer for a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good women athletes out there, bruh.
Would you throw Sue in there?
Who?
Sue Bird.
Mm. You think she's the greatest? Do you think she's the greatest
No,
female
no,
basketball player
no, no. I can say that quick.
of all
No,
time?
no.
No.
She up there now.
Now she
Yeah,
up there now.
but just like in real life, I wouldn't consider Mike Tyson as one of the greatest boxers of all time. But
What?
no, boxer. He's a brawler. Boxer.
Man, come
Hey,
on, man.
Let's not get
This
off
nigga,
topic.
this nigga, this
So
nigga was a
not one of the
brawler.
greatest heavyweights of all time.
Hold up.
heavyweight. Yes.
Okay. So you really talking about punching style?
Boxing.
I got you.
He's talking about the art of boxing. I think he is because I think he's
Man.
one of the greatest boxers of all time. Period.
Knocking niggas out is an art, bruh.
And the way that he was doing it, like
Yeah, some of them was tough.
that with the head movement, he was boxing, bro. He just towards the end of the career, he just started head
It's an
hunting.
art. It is. It's a sort of. I mean, some of it is luck, but it ain't luck if you doing it to everybody, bruh.
I wouldn't even say none of his knockouts was luck, bro. He was just overpowering niggas.
Yes.
But the art of boxing is different, bro. Just like it's like if you find here go another little I can't even think. Start with an A, not a metaphor. What is it, Blair? Is it anthology or some shit like not an anthology?
Acronym, anecdote.
Yeah. So it's like jazz developed all music, so you cannot compare jazz with rock and roll though. You get what I'm saying? They got
Why?
the defense, but you can't compare it. So with boxing, he's a brawler. If I want to see a nigga get knocked out, I'm gonna watch a Tyson fight. And before you can even get your popcorn, it's over.
Bruh. But if you gonna go take your top 10, if you
Oh
gonna
no,
say give me your top musicians or whatever, it don't matter if they play jazz or if they rap or if they did rock and roll. Hey, if they the top, they the top.
I can't agree with that because
What?
I would not listen to what's that nigga that signed the Cash Money, the nigga that look like a rat, motherfucking
Who, Lil Wayne?
Nah, not him. He look like fucking he like a doped out rat.
Oh Lord Jesus.
But any of these singing niggas now, I would not take over any groups over no motherfucking OJs or no Jodeci or nothing like that. You
But
can't
that's your opinion. That's just your opinion, man. That's fine. That is fine.
so you can't use that one. That
What
one.
you mean? If somebody's like, oh, give me the top 10 artists of all time, I'm pretty sure nobody is gonna pick them niggas neither. But that doesn't mean that they wasn't qualified, cause shit, they artists.
It's a little bit different because like those niggas be like, man, I sold 1 million records, but those are streams and downloads. These dudes actually sell 1 million records.
That's fine. But what's gonna be the equivalent? Eventually it's gotta be an equivalent. Cause these dudes
So that's why
is
I'm saying
different.
Mike would be in my top 10. Just like what we were saying with Sue Bird. She ain't the best, but Sue will be in a lot of people's mouths as top 10. So, I don't know.
All I'm saying is Mike Tyson was knocking out all the niggas you thought was boxing.
Yeah. And the heavyweight, you're right. Heavyweight division, he was the man.
Back on topic.
Back.
Serena Williams. I ain't about to argue this bullshit today. I'm not about to do it. Not about to get me off topic.
Do you think Serena is better than all them names?
Yes. I think
I
Serena
don't
Williams
know.
is. Not the ones like Simone Biles and a couple other people, but the length of the dominance too.
I
The
agree.
length of the dominance. She got 23 Grand Slams. That's not even counting the doubles finals where her and her sister never lost in the Grand Slams. Like 4 gold medals. Like she an Olympian too now. 4 gold medals. You know what I'm saying? 23 Grand Slams. I mean, shit. She in the fuck woman. She in the greatest athletes of all time area. Like, period. Point blank. I don't care what you say. She won a Grand Slam pregnant, bro.
That is amazing.
Come on, man. Come on. Like, I ain't
amazing.
never even heard of no shit like that. She out there competing pregnant.
Ring high as hell, nigga.
You said what?
Michael Phelps is winning rings high as hell, nigga. Getting medals. Shit, what?
Yeah, he might be the great. And you talking about
being high versus being pregnant. I mean, I'm not understanding that doesn't equate. Being high could actually help the man because he ain't hurting as bad because his muscles is relaxed. I mean, I can make that argument too.
What's the argument?
I said being high is not necessarily an impediment. It actually could be viewed as an enhancement because he like, I mean, my muscles feel good. You know what I'm saying? The CBD in this weed is helping me out.
Swimming?
Yeah, fool. You know how hard your muscles got to be working when you're swimming. You're working every muscle in the body.
All right, back on like you told us. Because nigga, I don't understand that.
You meant THC.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, I meant THC. Yes.
But I don't know. You talking about now? You talking about?
He said you said Serena, the greatest athlete of all time.
That's not what I said. I said she's in the realm of greatest athlete. She's in that argument.
It depends on who you got as the greatest female. Because once you get into the GOAT, you going like Muhammad Ali, probably fucking Tiger Woods, probably fucking Jordan. You talking about? I don't know. I know I got probably at least 5 over her with that, including Michael Phelps.
I'm saying is she in the conversation.
Could be though.
She's in the conversation.
I feel like she definitely has the argument for the greatest female.
Yes.
Athlete of all time.
She been competing since she was 15, and she now 40?
And she been getting smacked.
Dominating.
She been getting smacked too though.
But her length of dominance though.
Her length of
dominance long as hell.
Was very, very good.
Yes. Her first Grand Slam was in 1999, bro. Her last Grand Slam was in 2017, bro.
So why you ain't this excited when we mentioned Tom Brady?
What you mean? Why ain't that excited when I mentioned Tom Brady? Nigga, you ain't that excited when we mentioned Tom Brady.
I ain't excited that you talking about with Serena.
Fuck Tom Brady, goddamn.
I'm on THC like you say.
Nigga. Fuck Tom Brady. I don't give a good goddamn about no goddamn Tom Brady.
But you just said the length of dominance, bro.
The length of dominance, yes.
You said
the length of dominance.
Go be 1,000.
If we being honest, the dominance for Tom Brady really wasn't that dominant until after he got Randy Moss, right? Then his numbers started going up there. Be real. Let's be honest. If we gonna have an honest conversation, let's have an honest conversation. Have an honest conversation. Don't act like. Don't sit up there and act like Brady didn't have them defenses now. I'm not holding up. Don't come at me with that. We're talking about individual sports.
I know he did not.
Listen to what I'm about to say. Listen to what I'm about to say. Nobody is taking away Bill Belichick's defense or nothing like that, but you can't take away from Tom Brady because he quarterbacked them teams. The
This is
only
So,
thing
true.
that
so
he didn't,
This is
Let me
true.
ask
I'm
you.
not taking
All right,
away,
Chris.
but
All right, Chris.
don't
All
sit
right,
up
Chris.
here and act like he dominated the
What
whole
year
time.
did he get
Winning a
Randy Moss?
winning a championship does not mean dominance. Winning a championship means
What
your
year?
team
Hey,
but
was
you
hey,
got
dominant.
Chris. Hey, Chris. What year did he win the champion? What year did he have Randy Moss?
Let me see.
Like
Let me go back.
2004.
And you do
Like
understand that career numbers
2000.
are built year by year, right? Like that's where the stats come from.
I
Okay.
understand.
All right.
I
So
understand.
when you
What
tell
I'm not
me
saying that
the
he
year,
wasn't dominant, but what I'm
while
saying
you
is
look up the
if
year,
we keeping it
Heavy,
real,
bro.
while
nobody
you
had
look
him
up
over
the
Peyton Manning
year
for
of
a
what
very
year
long
they
time.
had Randy Moss, I'm
but
gonna
who
read
was
some
winning?
statistics to you, bro. I'm gonna read some stats to you, just in case
Read them
you
off,
don't know.
sir. I do know, but go
Let me
ahead.
make sure I got this right. So in 2000, he played 6 yards. That was the first season. We'll throw that in there just to give it to you. So 2001, he threw for 28, 18, and 12. 2002, he threw for 37, 64, and I'm around some of these. 37, 64, specifically 28 and 14. The next year in 2003, 36, 20, 23, and 12. 2004, 36, 92, 28 and 14. 2005, 41, 10, 26 and 14. 2006, 35, 24 and 12. Aha, this is probably the season. Maybe. Who knows? 2007, 4,806,
Yeah.
50, and 8. All right. 2008, he threw for 76 passing yards. We lost the kneecap that
Yeah,
game. We're going to crash
yeah.
that season,
We
right?
lost the kneecap.
The following season, he
We
threw for 43.90. I had to say that. That was for you right there. 43.98, 28 and 13. The following season, 3,900 on the nose, 36 and 4. The following season, 52 and 30, 52, 35, 39 and 12. The following season, 48, 27, 34 and 8. The following season, 43, 43, 40, yeah, 43, 43, 25 and 11. In 2014, he threw for 4109, 33 and 9. Then he threw for 4770, 36 and 7. Then he threw for 3554, 28 and 2. Then he threw for 4577, 32 and 8. Then he threw for 43. Then he threw for 4355, 29 and 11. Then he threw for 4057, 24 and 8. Then he threw for 46-33, 40 and 12. Then he threw for 53-16, 43 and 12. What are you talking about?
And
What are you talking about, Chris?
you said Serena's big debut was 99. He been doing this shit since 2000. So it's still the
And
same.
one.
The thing is,
2001. 2000
And
was a boo-boo.
he ain't tanking though. She said, you know what? I can't do this shit no more.
He definitely said, this is
Taking
not
away
a
from the
Serena
system.
Williams thing. This is for Tom Brady for people who jumped in
Yeah,
later.
I
if you talk
can't
about
hold
oh, so
longevity, you
so
got to
Tom not
get
taking this year? Okay.
I can't hold the fact that
You
Tom
saying Tom
plays
taking this year, bro? Because you
a
just said he wasn't going to be
Hey,
good this year.
I'm just
You
I
said
I
mouth.
said what I
He ain't
said.
going to be
I'm
good
standing
this year
by
because
it.
he want to be in Miami. Because he want to be in Miami.
I feel like he want to be
what
in
I'm
Miami.
saying is
All right.
I'm just being honest.
So Tom
his
going to go lay an egg. Tom Brady of all
I
people.
don't know. I don't know.
Tom Brady has been just as dominant as Serena Williams. Like that ain't even a question. Blair just read off some crazy stats, bro. You can say they've always said, "Oh, is this person better than Tom Brady? Is is that?" Then at the end of the year, it'd be like, "Yeah, it was Tom Brady." Every time, almost every time. But I was gonna allude to the fact that, yeah, he's like just a year removed from winning the Super Bowl. The man got 7 Super Bowls, bro. Like, and he was a big part of all of them.
Yeah.
I feel like for individual dominance, probably Serena, because I think she's like held the most weeks at number one, which was like some absurd amount of years, like not even a few months. Like she was number one for a few years. I'm about to look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's just the advantage you have when you play tennis.
Yeah.
It's just you and somebody else out there.
I said I brought up Tom Brady just because you were speaking on the longevity of her career being great. All I was saying was give that man his flowers as well.
I do be giving him his flowers. Y'all just want me to give him like, oh, he's the
No,
greatest of
it's
all
set the
time. Not
draft.
for
So
me.
Oh, I
maybe
didn't say that.
you
I'm
say
saying
y'all
that
be
to
wanting him to
him.
give you what?
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it for him. Like I'm not about to give him like, oh, he's just the greatest of all time. Not for me. That's just not for me. Not for me. He's not. That's okay. I'm not
So
taking
who's
away
your
from his
greatest
greatness
quarterback of all time?
that I've seen.
You ain't had to see him. Whatever. Who's your greatest
No,
quarterback of all
for
time?
me, for the best I've seen is Peyton Manning.
Oh,
is he the greatest quarterback of all time? No.
he's the greatest regular season quarterback of all time. That's how I classify him. I classify him as the greatest regular season quarterback. He is, dude. Like comparatively, if you looked at their numbers,
Might be.
Peyton numbers was way better than Tom's numbers, and Tom's numbers was nuts.
Yes, but when we talk
Tom
about
got
these
more rings.
greats, just like in every other sport, winning is a part of it, bro.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
And when, especially when you win a lot, it's different if it was 3 rings to 2.
Oh no,
it's
it's seven.
it's
At,
seven
It's
at the
seven.
time,
to 2.
It's 7-2.
2. At the time, it was like 4-2. I think he won 2 more since Peyton retired.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
He
It
outlasted
was
all his
close
time.
when he retired. It was close-ish when he retired.
I think he
Probably had 4 rings when Peyton retired. Peyton had 2.
So he outlasted all the competition he came in with and kept winning.
Yeah, and kept winning.
Yeah.
and
He can do that. But also the rules changed too. So
note the numbers
he played
changed.
in both eras.
Changed, and that's why his numbers went from 3 to 4 to 4 to 5. Like all that changed, and his numbers changed with the change in football, bro. The same thing.
Everybody's numbers went even higher.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I get it.
He played in both eras. He won the year after the 2000 Ravens won. And then he beat the greatest show on turf.
Yeah. Got to give it to him, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
give it to him. I give it to him.
Thank you.
Very
But
cool,
I still feel Peyton Manning was better for me. For me and mine. It is what it is. You're not convincing me off of it. But
hold on, real quick. So this is mid 2000s. They both in a peak. You going?
I'm taking Peyton Manning
to win you a ring.
I'm taking Peyton Manning
every time.
Period.
To get you that ring.
I'm taking Peyton Manning.
Your career is on the line. They got a gun to your wife's head.
And okay, also who else is on the team? Because that factors in too. Does Peyton Manning have a defense or does he not have a defense? Does Tom Brady have a defense or does he not have a defense? You asked me in early 2000s because that matters, and that's what I'm saying.
Both of them had.
If I'm going
both
off
of them had decent defenses.
No, you cannot compare what Tom Brady's defense had going for them and what Peyton Manning defense had. You just can't. As we're starting to see more and more Hall of Famers go from the Patriots. Like I've been saying all these years, they have Hall of Famers on Brady. He had a few. Peyton had a few, which Dwight Freeman might get in, Mathis might get in. I don't know about anybody else, but Brady had Hall of Famers. Seymour's in.
So what?
Halaw's in.
They got rings.
But that's what I'm saying though.
Hold
They
up,
are the
hold
reason
up.
the defense was a
Guess what?
big part of them early Super Bowls.
But
If
it
y'all
Guess
doesn't
acknowledge
what?
matter.
that
None of
Guess
y'all
that
gonna
what?
see
matters.
how fair that is.
None of
Just
that matters, bro.
because
Those
you
are
I'm
the
not
just
in
same
the Hall
saying
of
defenses that they
just
had. You still
because you
pick Peyton.
can't
they had better defenses, is what I'm saying.
It
He had better
doesn't matter.
defenses,
You
Chris,
is what I'm
still
saying,
pick
which
Peyton
Chris,
and
also
his
equates to
terrible
better more
defenses.
wins.
Chris, just because he don't got a bunch of defenders going into the Hall of Fame doesn't mean that these niggas wasn't good.
Yeah.
Everybody can't make it to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I
It don't
understand
mean
that.
that they wasn't good.
Okay,
True. Very true.
Hey, your boy Peyton do got a college championship, don't he?
No, not
no,
even close.
he does
I
not.
gotta get another ring, bro.
Oh, Brady got one.
No. He had the Rose Bowl.
No, he does got one. He was on the bench
Yeah, he
when
does.
they
He was
won.
on that 97 team. He just wasn't starting.
He
Tom
was.
Brady,
He wasn't playing. There's
Tom
a
Brady
difference.
winning. Tom Brady won in head-to-head matchups.
Mhm. He
But
did,
that's your pick, bro. I ain't mad at you.
and I
Gotta
feel
go.
how I feel. Like I said, I
like a groupie. I want to do with the jewelry.
take the dude with the jewelry. Doesn't mean he better because he got more jewelry. It just means he got more jewelry.
Nah, that nigga a
Winning
winner.
7-2. Hey, that nigga be winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he be on the better teams. That's for sure.
Nah. Man. I told you he gets
I
no
said
love.
what I said.
He gets
Well,
no loving.
I said what I said. Fuck Tom Brady. Give a good
All
goddamn.
That's all.
He
That's
see he
really
did this
all.
shit on
That's
purpose.
really
He did
all
that
it
shit on
is,
purpose.
bro. That's really all it is. Is he dislikes Tom Brady because Tom
Yeah.
Brady came from Michigan.
Well, it
So
ain't
he'll
about.
never.
It's not
It'll
just about that
never.
though. If
It'll
I'm being
never
real, it's
get
not
to.
just about that. I'm giving
Okay.
that man his credit, but as far as if I'm comparing him to somebody else, as far as on Peyton Manning, as far as Peyton Manning is concerned, I'm taking Peyton Manning. Ain't got nothing to do with me disliking Tom Brady. It's just that if I'm just comparing them just strictly as players, I'm taking Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is
Hey,
the
I have
dude
a
I
question.
fear
I
over
have this
anybody
question.
else. Is what I'm
When you
saying. That's
take them
all I'm
strictly as
saying.
players and you look at their playoff record, we don't look at the regular season record. If we look at the player record, playoff record, he would have a better playoff. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. Like, I'm just saying, I like Peyton Manning
But
too.
see, y'all doing it. Okay, go
I
ahead.
like Peyton Manning as well, Chris. I really do. But some of the merits of your point are like, that's kind of odd, bro, because they both went to the playoff. Tom just had game-winning drives. Peyton would turn the ball over. Like, I watched those games, bro. It's not like it didn't happen. Like, that's how most of the time it ended was Peyton turning the ball over.
First season
Some
died.
of the times he got beat by Brady because Brady got the last drive of the game. Like, but in general, that's where those are the moments that it counts.
And I agree with you. I agree with you that the moments do count, and I understand that.
Chris, would you take John Elway over Peyton Manning?
No,
How about Joe Montana?
Come on, man. No way you taking Joe Montana over Peyton Manning. If you ain't
I guess
taking
that's
Tom
just
Brady.
a flat no.
No.
He's not even gonna answer that question.
No.
no,
Brett Favre?
no, hell no,
Definitely not Brett Favre.
hell no.
How
So you
about
think-
Who?
What?
Mahomes?
That's
Mahomes.
taking home.
No, not at this point. No.
So, but if you was talking greatest quarterbacks of all time, you taking Peyton over Brady?
Yes.
So you basically just saying Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time, then, right?
That I've seen. Yes.
That's what he said. He did say that.
That's what I
already,
said.
man. He said that.
Wow. I didn't even damn boy. Damn, that's tough. Damn.
I said of the regular season, like as far as quarterback goes, I do think he's
Hey,
great.
bro. We just talked about people being in that conversation, that GOAT conversation. Yeah, tell you right now, Peyton Manning ain't getting in that bitch before Tom Brady.
Oh nah.
No, he's not going to because he doesn't have the Super Bowls.
But
Right.
that's
He's
part
just
of it,
not.
man.
All
That's
right.
part of it. It's a
Okay,
big
Now,
part of
because
it.
but
Tom has
then
so
why don't
many
we
more
say
years, he
Bill
has the
Russell is the
most
greatest
stats.
basketball player of all time? Then,
Some old heads do think that.
but we're not saying it.
No.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Super Bowls don't equate to you being a better player. I
But
understand
it
that
was
it does count and you have to level it as the same. But even his own goddamn coach would say, I will take Peyton Manning over Tom Brady. And that's not even, you can't even
bruh,
say that has any bias in that whatsoever. It's his
bruh,
own player.
bruh.
Nah, a lot of
All I'm
bias.
saying is if you
Oh no, he
evaluating
ain't
If
it,
do that. It's just
hold
I
his
know
on,
what I
hold on,
saw.
Chris.
A lot of
Hold
bias.
on, Chris. Since both of them dudes was in the league, both of them was at the top of their class. So if you at the top of your class and I'm at the top of my class, but I got more awards than you, who was better?
technically Tom was at the bottom of the class.
I'm talking about ones both of them got established in the
Oh
league.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you talking about who's at the top. You got Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, usually 1 and 2. But who was always trumping the other one? Tom Brady was head to head. This man was always trumping him. It would have been different if, like I said, both of them had 2 Super Bowls, or maybe Tom Brady only had 3 Super Bowls. But when you talking about 7, you talking about a dynasty, and we talking about the most important position is quarterback, and Tom Brady is the quarterback. Like that counts for a lot, bro. Especially in football. In football, man, them Super Bowls mean a lot, bro. And he got 5 more than this nigga.
I
Uh,
understand. I get exactly what you're saying. I understand. I still feel the same way. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
I still feel the
No
same
way.
way. I just do.
How about last question? So if Tom Brady went to the Ohio State,
He talking about
No,
this.
I would not. No, because that's what y'all trying to make it out to be. It's not. It ain't
No,
got shit
no,
to do
I'm
with
not
that.
trying to
I think
look.
Charles Woodson might be one of the greatest, the second greatest corner of all time. That's just me, and that's
Behind
being
Dion.
real.
Behind Dion.
Yeah,
Is
That's
Dion
a
your number
good
one?
argument.
yeah. Him
But
and
you
Champ
said
Bailey is
second
battling. Him,
best.
Champ
You
Bailey,
didn't
and
say
Darrell Williams is battling. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying because I know the nuance. Because I think about the nuances in the game, how the rules change, who balled before the rules changed, who didn't ball before the rules changed. I understand it. He won championships before the rules changed. He won championships after. But I understand also his stats was different before and his stats was different after. You see what I'm saying? Like Peyton Manning shit was always there. Period. Whether you like it or not. When them news was
so was
playing
Tom
before Tom Brady
Brady.
was even before we was even adding in the Super Bowl conversation, people still had the Tom Brady second. How y'all like it or not, it doesn't matter. You got to also remember when they won them championships, people still had Peyton Manning as the best quarterback in the league. People, you will ask them dudes will be like, "Hey, Tom Brady, he's great. He's a beast. I'm still taking Peyton Manning." Until Peyton Manning fell off when he messed up the neck, and it was over. Really after that, but it
That
is
neck
something to
was
say
a
about
career
it. And
thing.
what I'm saying to you, as far as like as the player, and from what I saw, that dude was amazing. I'm not saying not to say that Tom Brady is not amazing. I'm just saying
Guess what?
that dude was something different
Guess what?
about that dude. That's
Peyton
all I'm saying.
Manning. Peyton Manning might have been more talented. Tom Brady is greater.
And that's a fair statement. It's fair. I'm not mad at it. You got any more questions for me, Nick?
uh-uh.
See, Chris. I'm speaking to you from a completely unbiased mind. Okay, I'm just answering the questions because they asked them.
That nigga quit sipping on that THC.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So got that, who's that?
Sure. Well, that's gonna do it for y'all. For us this episode, y'all. I'm gonna get this nigga back. Continue to like, share, subscribe, comment, leave a comment below on this argument, on all of them. Matter of fact, Serena, appreciate you. It was a pleasure to watch you play tennis. I'm definitely gonna watch your last match. Thank you for the years of memories. Yes, thank you. Like, share, subscribe. We holla at y'all. Deuce.